Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio, and we're talking about not blaming the children, but instead stepping up and taking time out for you. What does that mean? Well, I work with a lot of prenatal moms, I work with a lot of postnatal moms, I work with people who are seniors who have been moms their whole lives. There's a lot of times that it seems like the minute that you have a child, everything goes out the window as far as you're concerned. It's all about taking care of them, which is wonderful. We definitely want to do that. Got some precious kiddos of my own. We want to take care of our kids, but you cannot forget that in order to take care of anybody else, you have to first take care of you. So what happens? Well, earlier on in life, we've got this body that we think, well, if things were just a little bit different, if I could just lose a little bit or I could change just a little bit, then things would be great. Then those of us who go out and have children, you look at your body later and you think, wow, if I only had what I had then, that would be great. But now there's no time. I've got kids, they've got activities, I've got to take them to school, I've got to go to work, I've got too many things going, I just can't take care of me right now. And further and further into that, we think less and less of ourselves, and then our health starts to suffer. We either start to gain weight, our hormones get off, our thyroid stops functioning correctly, we're not possibly getting doctor checkups as often as we should, or perhaps it's just, we're eating whatever we can, whenever we can, because we're just so darn busy. So what I can't stand to hear is, well, I'm this way because I had kids, and that just puts the blame on them. Well, they didn't do anything. It was our choice, but we forgot to choose to take care of us as well. So just because you have children and you want to take care of them, you want the best for them, doesn't mean that you can't take care of you at the same time. So it's important to remember, and I made a little picture here so that you can really see it. You are the bottom of the pyramid. You, your family, your friends, your work is at the very top, but you are at the bottom of the pyramid. Now, what supports that pyramid? The bottom. So if you stop taking care of yourself, this is what starts to happen, right? You start to chip away the bottom of that pyramid, and eventually that pyramid just takes and crashes over because there's nothing left on the bottom to support it. The family falls, the friends fall, the work falls, and everything else that you might have stacked on top of you. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. I know that when you've got kids running around doing the crazy things, you've got less time, less energy, and less self-focus. So we're going to make those the focus of today's kind of discussion here and the things that we need to be doing. So we need to make time for ourselves. We need to force ourselves to make time for ourselves. I am a mom. I am a business owner. I teach people. I train people. I have family members to take care of. There's a lot of things going on, but I've still got to take time for me, and hopefully you can see that you can take time for you as well. There is always some point in the day that we could throw in something, even if it's something small. We've talked about that before. It could be 2 exercises, it could be 5 minutes of breathing, it could be sitting down to a meal by yourself in the quiet. There's lots of things that you can do for self-therapy to really work on yourself. So we first of all want to make that time. We want to schedule that time into our planner, into our calendar, whatever you have, to make sure that it gets done. So set an appointment with yourself. As always, if you're going to set an appointment with yourself, find an accountability partner so that they're helping to make sure that you're not just going in and erasing it and putting something else in that spot. It's really important. You've got to take care of you. The next thing is, if you're low on energy and low on time, you've got to find that best time for you to work out. In a perfect world, before children, maybe it was 6 a.m. or 9 a.m. or there was that perfect time that you just felt great and you were like, man, this is the best time of day to work out. Well, there's a new you. There's a new normal. So instead of thinking, well, I would work out, but that's my time and I can't do it then, we've got to find a new time. We've got to find the time when you have the most energy and the least distraction. So maybe that's right after you drop the kids off at school. Maybe it's first thing in the morning before anybody else is up in the house. Maybe instead of going to the gym or going out for miles on a run, you've got to do something in the house. Let's find a way to do that. There's lots of ways around things, but as always, we got to open that box. We got to get out of our comfort zone, kind of think beyond the walls that we're used to thinking in, and start to find solutions to our problems through new avenues. Maybe it's not the perfect fit. Maybe it's not something that you absolutely love doing. Maybe you used to be a runner and you used to love to run 10 miles a day, but with kids, you just can't leave them that long at home, and you've got to get these things done. So maybe you find something in the interim until you can find that time to do what you love to do again. That's the important thing. Finding you again, even if it's something different than what you're used to being. All right, so the biggest thing is really putting that focus back on ourselves. Not that you're taking away from the children, because goodness knows you're not, but really taking time to take care of you. will actually make a difference in your kids' lives, in your family's lives, and even in the lives of your friends, because you're not yelling and snipping at them all the time. When you go out and you get your exercise, when you're eating well and you're not being sick all the time and you're not grumpy all the time, you're getting better sleep, there's a lot to that, and you're able to give more of yourself then to every situation that you're in. So make sure to take some time today to figure out how you're going to spend time for yourself this week, how you're going to take care of you, not just go out drinking wine with the friends and things like that, but actually physically taking care of yourself so that you can be able to give more of yourself into the things that you want to do. Because when we can't give 100% of what we're doing, then we start to give short and nobody ends up getting anything out of what we're giving. So take time for you, find a way to give your 100%. Hope that gives you something good to think on today, and I'll be back soon with some more.